perfect 10 of an interior designer. Today, we have Samuel from D Phenomenal. Hi!
Hello.
So what made you choose an interior designer career path?
So first of all, I prefer to do jobs that explore creativity. I like to do things differently, meaning every day is a different thing. And secondly, I'm curious about how things are done, how things are built, and I would like to be a part of that process. So in terms of my path as an interior designer, I want to help my client achieve a space that they desire for.
Okay, so what are your goals as an interior designer?
My aim is to improve the lives of my clients. First of all, they come to me with a problem. Sometimes they require certain solutions. So what I hope to achieve is to help them as much as I can, and every client will therefore have a home that they look forward to.
So what kind of discovery questions do you ask before beginning a new project?
Most importantly is we need to know what to value add to the project. Right? If we just follow point for point, then there's no meaning to our rules. So we have to find what is different, what stands out, and how we can actually make the project for the client. And as well for us, we design something that's different from the norm, but at the same time, achieve what our client wants.
So for this very critical role that you play, what kind of strategies and mindset is required?
Firstly, the designer needs to be resourceful. Secondly, he needs to be resilient. Renovating his house or any other spaces can be quite stressful, especially if it's a long drawn project. Then lastly, you need to be inspiring. So not only we have to inspire our clients when we design, we also have to inspire our teammates to perform as good as everybody.
Nice. Okay, so what is the driving force that keeps you in this job for so long?
Teammates, right? We cannot survive alone, and sometimes when things get tough or stressful, we rely on the people around us, and they either can motivate you to do better or can help you to solve the problem. So teammates is critical in helping us to move forward.
Okay, so if you're facing a client who is upset with the design choice that you have made, how do you handle that?
Okay, so we have to, first of all, remind ourselves who we are designing for. Find the right balance between what we want as a designer and what the client wants. Because ultimately, this is their home, their office, or their space. So we need to understand what is important to the client, and within reasonable means, try to solve the issue as best as we can.
Okay, so what has been your favorite project so far and why?
Okay, so there's this particular client that we have done a couple of years back. It's actually a returning client. I first did his house in 2016, just 1 year ago. He decided to move to a new place. He engaged us, and then he didn't find anybody else. So we have free play, and then we could manage to challenge our design, our ideas. And of course, we managed to deliver according to expectations and even better. So we continue the good rapport that we have.
Really nice. Okay, so describe your daily routine as an interior designer.
In the morning, we usually visit our sites, brief the contractors what to do. So after our site visits, then second thing that we need to do is probably to source for materials. So sometimes we need to look for a certain mechanism or a certain product that we need to incorporate into our design. So we either have to look for that materials ourselves, or we go down to the factory to check out on the carpentry and make sure that everything is fabricated according to plan. After moving out the whole day, then probably during the late afternoon, we'll go back to the office to settle our design plans, planning for the next meeting, right, and then to do our paperwork.
Wow, that sounds like a lot. So how do you relieve your stress?
What I like to do is I like to travel. Based on our work, we can't travel too often. We are usually busy for the whole year round. So towards Chinese New Year period, where things tend to tone down a little, it's the best time to travel so that we can relieve stress. I can explore other cultures and what other designers from other countries are doing. It's a form of gathering some inspiration as well.
Sounds like design is like everywhere in your life.
Yes, it is.
So what does design really mean to you?
For me, it's a balance between form and function. Function is very important, like how you explore spaces and make it practical for the client. But at the same time, you want these designs to be aesthetically pleasing. Most importantly is what you and the client is comfortable with, because if the client is comfortable with the design, then you achieve what you set out to do. But if the client finds that the design is annoying, then something is not right somewhere.
Right, okay. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Samuel.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.